Okay, so on the next page, letter A and B are very similar, so I'm going to do letter A, and then you're going to stop the video and try B. This is screaming quadratic because you have e to the 2x minus e to the x. So I know that you can't think at that, look at that, and think out of factors. So let's make our lives easy. If I let u equal e to the x, if I take u and square it, that's like saying e to the x squared, which is the same thing as saying e to the 2x. And so now I can use u and u squared instead of this e to the x thing that you don't like so much. So e to the 2x right here is u squared. So u squared minus 3 e to the x is also called u plus 2 equals 0. I know that you have the factoring skills to factor this. U minus 2, u minus 1 equals 0. So u equals 2 and u equals 1. But you did not start with u, you started with e. So now we need to replace e to the x equals 2, e to the x equals 1. And these look very similar to letter A on the previous page. We're going to convert, so you're going to get ln of 2 equals x and ln of 1 equals x. And we're going to use our calculator, and I'm just going to type those in separately. So I type ln of 2, x is about 0.693, and if you do ln of 1 it should be 0, and there's your other answer. So pause the video and try letter B. So when you did letter B, you should have done the same thing we did here, used u substitution, and you should have gotten that ln of 5 equals x and ln of negative 1 equals x. X is 1.609, and then it's not possible for the next one. Okay, so we're going to solve these problems. The little base hiding here is e. So I get e squared equals 3x. E squared divided by 3 equals x. I'm going to type it in my calculator just once. So control divide. E to the x is where the ln button is, only you don't need to press the control. So e squared over 3. Oops, 3 should be on the bottom. Control enter so it simplifies it or gives you a decimal approximation. 2.463 is your answer. Okay, letter B is a little bit different. It's a log. Well, because these two bases are the same, 5x minus 1 equals x plus 7, and this is easy enough because you can solve this linear equation, and we only can do this because these two logs have the same bases. So I'm going to subtract an x over and get 4x, and I'm going to add the 1 over equals 8, x equals 2. Make sure when you're solving log equations you always check your answer. If I plug 2 in here, I get 10 minus 1, which is 9. If I plug 2 in here, 2 plus 7 is 9. It works. Try the next two problems and then come back to the video and check your answers. So for this one I had to subtract my 5, divide by 2, and then convert from log to exponential. So e to the negative 1/2 equals x. X is 0.607. And then for letter B I added 2, divided by 2, converted, you should have got e to the 9.5 power equals 3x and divided by 3. So x is about 4,453.242. Hopefully this helps you out and that you can solve exponential and log equations.